mind focused on, where his attention is focused. Without question, this has been a rocky camp. You said that from the dais. Talk to me from your perspective about what's made it rocky.
The media, first and foremost, you know what I'm saying, never gave a young man a chance to, say what happened or be finding out what happened. You know what I'm saying? When we got the news, we didn't know what was going on, but through his upbringing and his lessons, he did the right things. You know what I'm saying? And we got a chance to hear him speak. He said what he had to say. That's why we're here today.
We know a young fighter, especially the kind of fighter that has had the attention that Tank's had almost his entire career, it's hard to stay focused and keep your personal life sometimes outside of your training camp and certainly outside of the ring. What has been the difficulty keeping that discipline, and how have you overcome those hurdles?
Well, it's not a difficult. I look at things that's not positive to turn it into a positive energy. You get what I'm saying? This is not the first time this happened to young African-American guys in sports or anything, It just happened to be Gervonta. He had a chance to see who he really is, because he's still walking around like he's not a superstar. So when he had a chance to see how the media jumped on it and blow it up as big as it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, see? So now he's starting to understand my life is different, So now he's understanding that everything that he do is like the world is watching. So it's a growth there, to tell you the truth, And I was always talking about, before we got to that point, that how much he's growing. And he did excellent. You know what I'm saying? Because we here. You see how he looked? Right back in the gym. So I'm satisfied with him, happy for him and whatnot. I just need to see the performance he's going to put on that night to see where his mental was or at going back into this fight.
He said after being released from jail that he didn't even feel like fighting anymore. Like, we can have this. Where was his head at that stage? And how do you turn a corner so close to the fight from a guy who would say such a thing to being ready to fight on Saturday night?
We say that about anything. We had time. I remember, I ain't doing this no more. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? But once you step in that gym and you know what you love, it changed all that. And then you got loved ones around you and you know you did the right things, you're good.
I know you have something of a parental relationship, being that you're a trainer. You're obviously an older, wiser, more experienced man, and he trusts you. Where is it that you advise him to make adjustments in how he approaches his personal life? Like you say, the world is different now for sure, but some things never change. And being involved in the legal system, being arrested, having domestic disputes, these things are not new. How do you take a young man and change his behavior?
Where he came from. You know what I'm saying? Where he came from, he's still beating it. Right now, we just trying to deal with the situation. I look at it like this. Because of Tank's situation and where he's that next person to carry these kids to the next generation. And these things that happen, kids are going through this every day. You know what I'm saying? How they're going to deal with it. When they see someone that came from the same situation they came from, it gives them a chance to say, if he can do it, I can do it.
And if he can perform on Saturday night and come through this Garcia, Hector Garcia, which is no easy task, what is it in 2023 that will take him not just to the next level in his career, but to the next level as a mature man?
Time will tell. Life will tell. We're gonna have more situations that make us better than what we are. That nobody gave us a manual of how to be a man, unless you have your family members around you or somebody was inspiration in your life to get you to that level. When I look at, I use myself as a prime example. Who would thought in a million years that I would be where I'm at today? The work that I put in with these kids, determinations that I have, and he see it through us. Me and Coach Kenny, he see it, and we stay focused on what's the process. It's levels. And we just keep going what we're doing. And as they said, I had a kid named Stacy Selby. He said, man, I watch. Y'all came from this point to that point. And his whole attitude changed. You have to stay focused on what you believe in.
And lastly, talk to me about what you believe in. You're a trainer, but you have your own life and your own career, and you're making your name ring out in history with this fighter and this trajectory. what are your personal goals as a trainer? And then what are your goals
my goal
for your
right now,
fighter?
just Father, my spirit. What I'm doing right now, my Lord guide me to do it. You understand? And to actually let you know from the past that I walked that anything is possible. If putting the right people around you, you'll be all right.
Well, I think you're the right person to be around me right now because every time I talk to you, on or off camera, man, it's inspirational. You always got an energy that is positive, and I'm happy that you're in the game, and I'm happy to get a chance to talk to you
man.
today. Radio Rahim with Cowan 4.